Hey everyone, today I have 5 winter trends that I think we should wear. Now I know the trend is to talk about what we don't like and to highlight the ridiculous, and I'll admit I have a lot of fun doing that, but I'm trying to end this year on a positive note. So today I want to walk you through 5 wearable winter trends that I think we all need to give a try this season. And instead of finding examples of these trends from runway shows, couture websites, magazines, I thought it would be a little more fun and more practical to share specific items from more budget-friendly retailers. So we have a how-to, a roadmap on how to incorporate these ideas into our existing wardrobes. And if you've been following along with me for a few months, you may already have quite a few of these in your closet, so you could jump right into these trends. Let's start with trend number 1, which is statement outerwear. And by statement outerwear, it means basically anything but your basic black puffer. Now, I just want to stress that I like a basic black puffer. I'm not suggesting you get rid of it. All of these trends, I think, are an and, not an or. So whatever you're already wearing and these 5 trends. So as far as statement overcoats go, there are 3 subcategories to this winter trend. Faux Sherpa, well, it could be real, Sherpa or shearling jackets, faux fur, and color. And you can see a combination of all 3. So I'm going to highlight a few examples for you in each of these trends. Let's start with the shearling Sherpa trend. So this one, first off the bat, is for those of you who don't need anything super heavy. I've shared this one earlier. The first 3 options are actually from Walmart. This first one, I believe, is from their Time and True line, and it's a combo denim, faux shearling, or Sherpa. I'm really not sure what the difference is. We're gonna go with Sherpa. It's a more fun word to say. This denim faux Sherpa jacket, it's intended to be a fall jacket, but like I said, if you live somewhere in a warmer climate, this would make for a great option for a winter jacket as well. Then there are 2 just all over Sherpa jackets. This one from Time and True has a hood, and then this next one from Love and Sports is one I've shared pretty recently. I love this one. It has an oversized feel, so I definitely recommend getting your true size. And I do want to point out, I want to backtrack, and the Time and True option does come in 4 colors. And like I mentioned, color is one of the trends. So it does come in like a tan, a black, and a cream. Those are more neutral, but it also comes in a color similar to this one if you want to combine 2 trends in one and do color and Sherpa. And then this next one is from Nordstrom. It's still pretty budget friendly considering what the options are out there. I was looking at like Elle and Glamour and Vogue, and those are thousands of dollars. This one is $99, and it's a shearling jacket, and it comes in ivory or black, and it's been on sale for a little bit, so the sizes aren't quite as wide ranging, but if you can grab it in your size, I think this is an outstanding find. Now let's move on to the faux fur trend. I have shared quite a few faux fur coats over the last couple of months. They've all been from Walmart, and if you've been following along, you know how quickly everything sells out at Walmart these days. So while I would love to recommend them to you, I can't because they're sold out. Now, if you were lucky enough to have picked one up when I originally recommended them, you're ahead of the trend. You are good to go. Now, I found a few other options for you. A website that is often overlooked, I've talked about it before in the past, is Zulily. And Zulily carries this line of, it's taking the faux fur trend to another level. Like the ones at Walmart and a couple of the other ones I'm about to recommend, you know they're faux fur. They're not even trying to look like the real fur, but this line from Zulily, well, it's not from Zulily, but it's at Zulily. This looks like real fur, but it is not. And there are a few options I think are absolutely gorgeous and far more affordable and more ethical than a real fur coat. So I'll link those down in the description box. And speaking of the description box, if you can't find it, that's okay. I've listed everything that I'm talking about here with all the links down in the description box, but I've also pinned it to the top of the comments to make it easier for you to find. Okay, let's get back to the faux fur that looks like faux fur. This light gray option from Gap is stunning. Gap is a great retailer. They're constantly having sales. They're pretty fashion forward while still remaining kind of classic in the way they present things. It is quickly becoming one of my favorite retailers. You're gonna see some more recommendations from Gap a little later on in this video. And then I did find a really good one on the Nordstrom website. It's from BCBG, and I really like not just the faux fur, but the chevron. So there's some texture, and it's just a little more interesting to look at. So those are the faux fur options that I wanna highlight here. And then lastly, let's talk about color. This one combines a couple of trends. I found it at Old Navy. It is a Sherpa lined utility jacket in green. It does come in other colors as well, but again, this one sort of straddles a couple of of the trends all in one. Then this Sam Edelman coat in bright pink. It's a puffer jacket. We all love a puffer jacket, but it's not your basic black. This bright pink is definitely a stunner, and I think it would look so beautiful if you happen to be at some sort of outdoor event. That bright pink, especially if you're in the snow, gorgeous. And then if we're gonna talk about like the coat, then we have to talk about the Amazon coat. I have shared this numerous times. I have mine in sort of it's like an ivory taupey white. It's not quite white, it's like an off-white, cool tone white, but they also have it in a bright red, a bright yellow, and I can attest that the quote unquote Amazon coat is super, super warm. So if you're one of my viewers that lives in a climate that actually experiences winter and these pretty fun coats are not gonna hack it for you, this coat from Amazon will keep you warm, and depending on which color you choose, can tick a couple boxes on the trends as well. I could do a whole video just on outerwear, which is a little ridiculous considering how little I actually need a coat where I live, but it is time to move on to trend number 2, which is dark denim. And this is gonna work well with another trend coming up. It might be the next trend. So remember these recommendations. Okay, so dark denim is basically all your favorite denim styles, just in a more dark wash. It's a little more sophisticated. That dark wash can work in a business casual environment or casual Friday type environment. It's a little more dressed up, and it's just different than we've seen a lot of the more light wash, even acid washed rinses. Now we're coming back around to dark wash. I do want to point out, for those of you that love a nude or beige sort of leather or suede bag like I do, just be very careful because dark denim does transfer onto those lighter colored fabrics. So just an FYI. Okay, I think it would be fair to say that my most worn pair of jeans for 2023 are the trouser jeans from Chico's, and I believe I first picked them up in March. Well, since then, they have extended the line and they now come in 4 or 5 washes, and they have one wash called the Chestnut Rinse Indigo that counts as that dark wash color. I also just personally love the trouser jean. I think it's a dressier version of a jean, but it's also the most comfortable pair of jeans I've ever worn. So have to recommend them again. I also love and constantly wear these Becca jeans. I don't know what the exact name of them is off the top of my head, but as you can see, these are more of a cropped straight leg, and again in the dark wash. My most recent favorite pair of jeans we've talked about a lot, the Gap high rise, slim straight, vintage, some mixture of all those words jeans. They do come in quite a few different rinses, and I never really know what's going to be available at Gap, but currently I will link to their darkest wash version, which I have ordered as well. And then finally, my other favorite retailer for jeans, Maurice, is very, very budget friendly, and they are constantly offering sales, as is Gap. The Everflex Slim Boot Cut, which is a mid-rise, which a lot of you are looking for as well. I wouldn't say it's the deepest, darkest wash. I don't think Maurice's really does dark wash, but it's the darkest option they have. And these also happen to be a fantastic pair of jeans. So if you're just trying to dip your toe into dark wash, you're a little bit hesitant to go all in the deep, dark indigo blue, these Maurice's jeans may be sort of the gateway to the dark wash denim trend. Now the third trend I want to talk about is business casual, and like I mentioned, dark wash denim can play heavily in that. That would be very business casual, and it all sort of depends on where you work. And I do want to point out the hypocrisy of me telling you what business casual looks like, considering that I have not worked outside of my home in like 26 years. So I work inside my home, I can wear whatever I want. And before that, I was a teacher, so I guess it was business casual, but it was still pretty casual because I taught elementary school and I was on the floor a lot. So take my advice with a grain of salt. I've done some research, but it's a broad category. But there are a few components of business casual outfits that are pretty standard. One is you can do a dark wash jean. The other is you're generally going to wear some sort of blouse, whether it's a more silky, satiny sort of upscale material, maybe it's a button front, and there's usually a blazer component, some sort of mixture of the two. So I want to recommend a handful of blazers to you. These should all look familiar if you've been here before. First and foremost, Treasure and Bond. This chambray or denim blazer is something I picked up in the anniversary sale, and it's back and it's on sale, and it's for less than what I paid in the anniversary sale. And it looks like pretty good sizing as well. There's also the Banana Republic factory chambray blazer that is also the dark wash. So again, you're ticking those boxes. When I said dark wash denim, it didn't necessarily only apply to jeans, but you can do the blazer. Another favorite blazer of mine, I have multiple versions of this. It's the scoop, kind of scuba scrunch sleeve blazer. And I want to point out, I'm seeing, this is a big deal. I'm seeing stock come back around. Like I wanted this blazer in purple. It was sold out. It is back. So it looks like they're restocking the colors. I'm very excited. I would not size up on this. I love the scrunch sleeve look and the scuba fabric. It's a year-round blazer. It's fantastic. Another blazer I have to recommend, and I just ordered another one, is from The Drop. I have this in silver sequins. Obviously, that's not an everyday business casual look. I have it in hot pink. I have it in tan. I think I have it in green, and I just placed an order for their newest color version. It is a black tweed. So excited for that. I also noticed that they released this blazer in a variety of velvet colors as well. If you're looking for a velvet blazer, there's blue, I think there's a chocolate, they're calling it, just quite a few. So all on that same link. Very excited about that. And then I'm going to talk about this later in an upcoming video. This is a little more of a splurge. It's the highest priced cardigan, or I'm sorry, blazer that I'm gonna recommend. It's from Chico's. I just got it. I'm gonna share it in a video soon, but it is a black knit. They're calling it a cardigan jacket. It's a double-breasted blazer that happens to be made from knit material. It is fantastic. I absolutely love it. And again, Chico's is constantly having sales as well. So don't feel like you have to get this at full price. Wait for a weekend, there's usually a sale. And then as far as pants go for business casual, I will admit, this is an area I feel like I'm kind of lacking. I am a pretty casual person. I'm wearing jeans as I'm sitting here right now. So I'm usually in jeans, and if I'm in pants, it's usually joggers or cargos. I rarely wear like traditional or more business-friendly pants, but I do have a few. So the Athleta Endless Cargo Jogger is a little higher price point, but again, they always have sales. They've extended the color range, and these come in a regular, tall, and petite length, and they're definitely more business casual, but the material is fantastic. So if you are someone who works for teachers, for example, and I know they have, I think, extra discounts for teachers at Athleta. If you're getting on the floor a lot, these are pants that can get on the floor with you. They're quite versatile. They're also really good for travel. For a more traditional business setting, they're called the Amazon wide leg pants. They're viral. I have one pair. They fit great. I just never reach for them because I'm not a pants person. That sounds like, you know what I mean. Anyway, they are a great price point. They come in so many colors, so many lengths, so many sizes. It is mind-boggling, and they are pretty much viral on Amazon. And then the last pair I have to recommend also came back in stock. They were my favorite pants for the fall. They're from Avara. They're the Kylie pants. They come in a taupe and an olive green, and I think a black as well. And they're more of a crop style and the most comfortable pair of pants. You can dress them up with pumps or wear loafers or even dress them down with some sneakers. The fourth trend I want to talk about is texture. And again, we're going to see some overlap. So when I'm talking about texture, obviously the Sherpa and the shearling and the faux fur, that's part of it, but it's also fabrics like cashmere and suede and corduroy and silks and satins. That seems to be a big focus for a lot of the trends, a lot of the pieces we're seeing released this season. So, couple of things. First and foremost, so excited. You probably remember these from my Banana Republic factory haul video I did not too long ago. These vegan suede cargo pants were the standout piece for me in the haul. I've already worn them several times, and then sadly they sold out. They're restocked. They're $60. As I'm filming this, they're 40% off. So super excited about those. And yes, technically, they're also pants that you could wear for business casual, but because they're faux suede, I put them in this category. Also from that same haul, the slim fit corduroy pants come in a variety of colors, could probably also work in a business casual setting. They work for the texture trend as well. Then some non-pants. The Amazon Soft Touch cable knit sweater, I shared it in that kind of rusty tan brown. So luscious. I love the texture of it so much. I ordered it again in this more green, no, it's green, brighter green color. It's Amazon, so you know there's tons of colors, but the feel of it is just, it's indescribable. It is so lovely, so soft. Bringing in some shearling that's not an actual jacket. This faux shearling vest I picked up from Amazon. I love it so much as a layering piece. I got it in two colors. I think it's like ivory and black. I love this for, let's say you're wearing a longer tunic top and some leggings and you want to add a layer just to break it up and give you some shape, this is the perfect thing to throw on, and it comes in a ton of colors. Then let's talk about satins. Do you remember this pink satin set? These are sold separately, a satin blouse and matching pink pants from Maurice's. Well, they still have it in stock, and they've added it in red as well. And red was another trend for winter. I just decided to keep it to 5 trends, but red's a trend, just so you know. And then sticking with satin, back to Gap. This is part of their new releases. I love this entire outfit. Don't be surprised if this shows up on Instagram in an outfit pic soon. This satin boat neck top with the matching satin pants. And then I love how they've layered, looks like some sort of like sweater over it. So then you've got all kinds of textures going on. I love this look. And then the last of the winter trends, it's not that new. We've been talking about it for a while. Quiet luxury or elevated basics, more minimalist stuff. A lot of the stuff that I've shared can kind of overlap in some of these things. They're trying to extend that trend even to loungewear now because we're into winter, so think luxe loungewear. And when I saw that, I immediately went to the Cash Soft line at Gap. I've shared these pieces before. I love them. They've added to the line. There are more colors, more options. I have the V-neck sweater and the sweater pants. Love them. I will say the pants run big, size down. They do come in different lengths as well, but they have a boyfriend cardigan, they have a scarf, they have a crew neck sweat, like the whole Cash Soft line at Gap. You don't have to wear it head to toe and make it a whole set, but that luxe loungewear look definitely works there. The whole Zenergy line from Chico's, that's not as budget friendly, but I just want to point out their cashmere blend pieces would definitely work for this luxury loungewear look. If you hear squeaking, Rowdy got a new toy and he's very excited about it. Hang on. All right, I apologize. I can't catch him, so you may hear it. We'll see what we can do. Okay, back to quiet luxury. Just think any piece of clothing that's in more muted tones, camels, whites, blacks, grays, taupes, that kind of thing, more minimalist, and also just layered under more luxurious fabric. So that whole cashmere, fake cashmere, the Cash Soft line, but wearing a camel coat or this faux alpaca coat from Banana Republic Factory over that. That's a whole quiet luxury look. Then as far as what shoes to pair with it, if you want it to be more quiet luxury, less full-on loungewear, don't wear sneakers with it, wear like more moccasins. Like I am obsessed with the Tod's driving shoes. I really want to get the pair that come in hot pink, but it's quite a splurge for a pair of shoes that I'm not sure that I'm into yet. So I've actually ordered a similar pair that I found on Amazon. I'll pop it in here. Hasn't arrived yet, so make sure you're following me on Instagram. You'll probably see it pop up in some outfit pics. And obviously if I love anything, I'll include it in a haul or a roundup here on YouTube. But if you want to hear updates about certain things that I'm hauling or trying out earlier than waiting for a video, Instagram and my weekly newsletter, I'll link up here. That's the way to find it. Anyway, so think moccasins, loafers with a more pointed toe. That's going to be the kind of shoe wear you want to wear for this quiet luxury look, and I'm kind of enjoying it. Speaking of catching up on Instagram, a lot of you have recommended that I check out the cashmere that would work for quiet luxury and for texture, those two trends, from Quince. And I apologize, I haven't ordered anything yet, but I'm about to. In fact, as soon as I hit stop on the camera, I'm gonna place an order with Quince. So again, follow me over on Instagram, sign up for my newsletter. I'll keep you updated, and then if I really like it, I'll probably mention it over my monthly favorites towards the end of this month. But thanks for the recommendation. Now that we're in December, I feel like I should order more cashmere. So that's it for my wrap up of the 5 winter fashion trends I think we should wear. Let's keep it positive. I think it's fun. Let me know if you're wearing any of these, if you think these are any actual trends or this is just a marketing spin to get us to buy new stuff, which I can appreciate that as well. But it's always fun to take a fresh look at what you already have in your closet. For me, it gets me a little more excited about getting dressed every day. So what if it's the same cashmere sweater that I've had for 5, 6, 7 years? It's on trend now. It's a little more exciting to put on with my favorite pair of dark wash denim, if you get what I mean. Well, anyway, I hope that you had fun looking through the trends with me today. Hope Rowdy wasn't too distracting, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.